So you got your new nails that I designed with Hello Love. So how do you apply them? Well, let's do it together. First, you're not gonna wash your hands. We don't want germies on there though, so we want to use an alcohol pad, any alcohol solution that you have to clean your fingernails, all right? We don't want bacteria to be under the nails, but we also don't want our nail beds to be wet after washing them. Next, you're gonna take the cuticle stick that comes in the kit and you're gently gonna shove back your cuticles just to make sure that there's no extra skin on your nail that's gonna make the nails pop off faster or that will allow moisture to get under the nail. Next, you're gonna dehydrate. It is very important that you use a nail dehydrator when doing any sort of nails. Preparation is really important in order for them to stay on long and also so you don't get any bacteria growing under your nail. So a nail dehydrator is going to help dry out your nails. Your nail beds are naturally oily. Oil is what's going to break down the adhesive and going to allow your nails to pop off faster. So the drier your nails are, the longer they're going to stay on. Now you're going to take the file that comes in the kit. You're going to take the pink side. The blue side is a little rougher. Take the pink side and gently buff the top of your nails. Nothing crazy, just enough to get off that top shine and just enough to give it a little bit of grit so the nail has something to adhere to. Next, we got to find your sizes, and proper size is super important, all right? You don't want the nail to be too big. You don't want it to be going over your skin. You also don't want it to be too small. You don't want any of your natural nail to be showing. We don't want to give it away that we're wearing press-ons. And when you get your first order, you're actually going to get a card like this. It shows you how the nails and their sizes are laid out in the tray, and then it has a little hand here, and you can even write on there what sizes you are. So once you figure out what size you need, you will always know right away, and you can go right to the nail in the tray to put it on. No more digging through a tray of nails, looking at the tiny numbers on the back, trying to figure out what size it is or what size you need for your fingers. You do it one time and now you know. And here's a tip, if you find one that you're kind of in between sizes, one's too big and one's too small, take the one that's a little bit too big and gently just file down the edges until you get the perfect fit. Now it's time to apply, and you can either use the glue that comes in the kit or you can use the nail stickers. Just depends on how you want to apply them. Everybody kind of has a different personal preference, so you might want to play around and see what works best for you in your situation. I personally am usually a glue girly. These nails are going to last me about 2 weeks. Some people prefer the stickers. The people who have flat nail beds, these really help. Stickers are great for people who want to change their nails really often. These are a great option. Or you can use both. You can use a combination of the stickers and the glue, and that's going to keep your nails on the longest, and I will take the time to do something like that, like if I'm going on a vacation. But 9 out of 10 times, I just use the glue. When applying the glue, it's important that you do enough, but not too much. We don't want it to squish all over the place, but we want it to cover the nail completely. So I put a small dot on my finger and a small dot on the back of the nail, and then you're going to take it, go in at a little bit of an angle, slide it underneath your cuticle, and gently press down. You don't have to squish really hard. If you squish really hard, it's just gonna squish all the glue out. Just a gentle pressure, and then I kind of roll it back and forth. And you wanna hold it for like 30 to 60 seconds to make sure that glue has time to adhere. When you are done, you are left with stunning nails that look like you just paid $100 at the salon. And you didn't. You did them in the comfort of your own home, and you saved a ton of money. And they look fantastic. So I am going to link them down below. If you haven't already gotten yours, girl, what are you waiting for? But make sure you keep the box and keep your sizing card because we want to use this for next time. You're going to keep the box because they're actually reusable. When you take off the nails, you can clean and disinfect them, put them back in the tray, and use them again the next time. Keep the nail card so you remember what sizes you need so that the next time you go to apply them, makes application that much faster. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a fabulous nail day.